How's it going, everybody? This is BeatTheBush. This is going to be the second episode of these 10-minute meals. Today, I'm going to cook a crispy chicken thigh. This video is brought to you by Moomoo, the commission-free trading app. You can get up to 16 free shares of stock just for signing up and deposit $1,000. They have different tiers for it, so you can still get free shares if you deposit, let's say, $100. Check out my referral link down in the video description below. I got some comments about episode 1 on rushing. Now, this is the way I move. Let's say I'm taking out a knife, right? I go like this, and then after I wash it, I go like this. But once it's inserted in the hole, you just jam it in there. Or like I'm opening the microwave. So this is just the way I move. I move very quickly because I want to do my stuff fast in the kitchen and get out. I'm not just doing this because I need to try to make 10 minutes. You notice that my last video wasn't exactly. There's also a question about this weird trash thing. This is a holder for bags, like plastic bags that you get anywhere, and it's on Amazon. I think it's like 10 bucks or something. I'll leave an affiliate link down in the video description below for this item. It's a little bit hard to find on Amazon if you just try to look for like trash bag holder. So I have a whole bunch of trash bags in here. It's not real trash bag, it's just any plastic bags that you get. That's why I don't really buy all that many trash bags. I just use random trash bags I get. Of course, I do have real trash bags. If I run out of those, I do use them, but this is so old. It's like, I don't know how old this box of trash bag even is. It's like 10 years old or something because I never use them. I have gotten comments about my kitchen. It's like, oh, why is this so old? You have the money to upgrade it. Yes, I could, but then everything works. I have a really old stove here. It's kind of yellow up there, so you know, if you really look closely, I don't know if you can see in the camera, but it's really old. There's this vent thing, it's yellowing over here. I got the dishwasher here. It's, you know, these white appliances is not updated to this stainless steel. It still works. I actually don't use the dishwasher too much. I got this on Craigslist for free. And yeah, the cabinets, counter, it's kind of ugly, but hey, everything works. I'll eventually upgrade it when I have time. I'm probably gonna do it myself. It's just an attitude that I have. If it works, you know, you don't really need to replace it. Unless you're really itching, you got money burning in your hole, you're like, okay, you know, make it rain, right? Just upgrade everything, sure. So let's get on with the chicken thigh thing. Start the timer, 1, okay. So I'll try to be a little bit more relaxed. Where is my chicken thigh? Got different bags here. Chicken thighs, chicken wing here, instant hamburger. I got egg rolls here, chicken thigh right here. Open it up. You don't want to microwave it with the plastic, right? So I try to wrap it so that it doesn't get stuck after it gets frozen. And just grab a dish, stick it in there. I defrost it on chicken mode. I know all of these chunks is about 8 ounces. So I'm gonna do 0.3 of defrosting under chicken mode. And then afterwards, I'll break it open and then defrost it again for 0.2. So 0.3 plus 0.2 is half a pound, which is 8 ounces. So I just bought these at Ranch 99 because I ran out. I think in Chinese they're like called gai lan. Grab a bunch. I'm cooking for my girlfriend again this time because I'm doing this video, and we will do that. Oh, what do you do if it drops on the floor? Well, I don't know. Hey, I just kind of wash it. I rinse it like this. Okay, so bunch of vegetables, that's defrosting. I'm kind of pulling these out. This is what I'm gonna do. See, I pull each leaf out because dirt gets stuck over here. Wash your vegetables like that. Do more for all of them. Later on, you put in some salt. So there's a lot of multitasking going on here. And if I touch this chicken, it's, you know, I'm gonna get chicken all over my hands. But I've already sort of kind of filleted the chicken thighs and deboned them already. I did this myself, of course. Yeah, this takes extra time, but it makes it a lot easier to make a quick meal later on. So I get chicken mode, 0.2 pounds, rinse my hands a little bit. I don't have to be too careful because I'm going to be cooking this vegetable anyway. So even if I got chicken juice on my hands, I can won't get sick from it. Some salt to wash the vegetables, kind of agitate it a little bit. And get a strainer. Oh, I forgot to turn on the stove. Okay, let's turn that on. Get some mushroom again. I hear when you eat mushroom, there was some study done that someone ate like a cup of mushroom. It's like a prescribed thing. It's like a study. So then they're like prescribing a cup of mushrooms a day, and then they had to eat it for like a month or something like that. But then like it's like it helped with their cancer. It like made it go away. So I guess mushroom is pretty good for you. And I feel like people just don't eat enough mushrooms. When you get it at a restaurant, you get a measly, just a little tiny bit. Or like in a hamburger, you just get a little bit. You don't get like, you know, like 2 giant mushrooms worth. Probably only get like about 1 mushroom's worth. So that's heating up. We are already 4 minutes. Okay, I'm not gonna be as rushed this time. So we got the chicken thigh here, and I noticed that I don't actually have to put oil on this because chicken thighs are pretty oily, and the oil naturally comes out and sort of fries itself on the chicken. So you see I have the chicken, the very thick parts I've pre-cut and then frozen, so after I defrost it I don't have to do anything. So it never has to touch the cutting board, and the cutting board won't get dirty and I have to wash it. So I lay it flat like this and makes it a lot easier to cook, and it cooks faster. Wash the vegetables. And I add a little bit of water. Put the vegetables in here. We have the mushrooms. Cut them roughly equal size. I used to put the mushroom in with the vegetables, but that doesn't taste very good because it just kind of boils it, right? So now I opt to just stick it on the frying pan next to the meat, like this. Wait, I need some oil. There. So spread that around on this side. By the time the chicken is done, the mushroom will get done too. Some people have talked about, hey, you know, you can make it faster if you put the vegetable, you know, kind of warm it up in the microwave. Well, I think it doesn't really need to do that because the bottleneck is the meat. The meat takes the longest to cook. You're gonna have to still wait for the meat. Now, I know I said I wash dishes in between. You don't have to look at it now because it's all on the pan, and I can take my time to wash a little bit of dishes. I purposely don't have too much dishes. You guys don't want to watch me wash too many. When there's dead time, I can wash a little bit, just like this. I'm looking over there to make sure, you know, everything's under control. I'm steaming my vegetables. Sure, you can use a steamer. I don't have one actually. And I just kind of boil them in a little bit of water. You don't want to boil it in a lot of water because then it's just boiling it. When you put like maybe a 1/4 cup of water at the bottom, it just creates the steam. And yes, it sits at the bottom of the pot, but I find this sufficient. And if you want to make really good vegetables, only wither it, right? Like you only cook it just enough to kind of make it edible. Sometimes when you cook broccoli this way, it can look neon even. So over here, you know, I got some over there. And I need to season the chicken too. This time, let's do a little different. We add salt, ground pepper. Some people have commented about this salt and pepper shaker. I like it because it's one-handed. Yeah, there's these really fancy dual hand ones, right? If they have a really fancy single-handed one, I would be into that. I find that cayenne pepper, well, it's very spicy. And if you want to add some kick to anything, just sprinkle on some cayenne pepper. The more spicy you want it, the more cayenne pepper that you put. Usually I have more, like I have other kinds of spices. I just ran out. I like to use cumin a lot. See, right when it starts steaming, it's done. The vegetables are done. Basically, you can even just leave it on the stove and turn off the heat. Oh, by the way, when I started this pan, I set it on 6 out of 10. And so 6 is so that the pan doesn't overheat. I noticed at 6 is when the pan will reach around 350 degrees. 6 is the highest I would use for these non-stick pans so that it doesn't ruin it. See, the vegetables is still being cooked. I can add a little bit of soy sauce there just to have some salt. By the time I'm done, there's very little liquid left. It's okay to have the vegetables a little bit raw, I guess, you know. I just want to wither it a little bit. That is pretty good right there, you know, when you grill it, kind of browned, slightly crispy kind of. This pan is not quite even towards the edges, right? So you can rotate the more raw mushroom towards the inside. Eventually they'll all get done. Same thing with the salmon, right? I'm using the same heat settings, just waiting for this to crisp up. We can check on this too. All right, it's getting nice and crispy on the skin side. So same strategy as the salmon. Eventually they look like it's cooked enough and I'll just kind of mix them around instead. And we also need some rice, right? Some starch for a full meal. Right here. Let's see, that's for me. That's for my girlfriend. Yeah, that's about enough. So this is the rice. Whenever I get condensation on here, I flick it dry because you don't want it to get soggy. And oh, there's another comment about rice. It's like, oh, you can't eat rice when and put it in the fridge for like more than 2 days. Do what you're comfortable with, right? I'm not gonna argue with people on the internet. It's like, no, it's 2 days or whatever. I do about 4 days, and you know, I'll probably bear the consequences if I get sick. But after you cook the rice, it's important to cool it down quickly. So after you take it out, and I like to let the steam let out first. You want it covered so the bacteria won't fall into it. When there's condensation, after waiting about an hour, then I flick that dry and then I stick somewhat warm rice right in the fridge, and that worked well for me in terms of also reducing the moisture that's in the rice. So we got that done. The mushroom. That looks like ready to flip, but we want to check the crispiness of the skin. Yeah, that's very crispy. You see, there's all this oil right here. This is all from the chicken thigh. This is good because this oil is self-frying itself. So we can flip that over here. Probably around 2 minutes. I'll set a timer. I like to separate the vegetables from the meat and the mushrooms because it's so moist. And I don't want the rice to get soggy, so that's why I separate them. What do you do with that? I drink it. I drink vegetable juice, okay? All of this vitamin and stuff gets leaked in there, and I think most people would discard that, but I just drink it. And look, I'm washing the pot, and nothing to wash afterwards. We got the rice. The rice is ready. we'll portion it out. Save one bowl because I can just use the big bowl, and because this plate is just kind of like covering the rice, it's just steam, it's just water, it's not dirty, so I'm not gonna wash that. Put it back on the rack. How do you know when this is done? It's around 2 minutes. I know it's around 2 minutes and it'll be done, but you can check it, kind of bend it open, and you can see in between. Lately, I have been just putting the chicken right on and not cutting it because I don't want to get my knife dirty and then I have to wash it again, right? So I need to check this one because this one looks a little bit thicker. Yeah, this one's done too. So we'll put it there, turn off the thing, and I'll use my cooked food board. Normally I would just do this, okay? I'll just show you guys what I normally do. Or when I'm getting more fancy, you can just cut it like this. And then it's a lot nicer to eat. But now I gotta wash the knife. I wanna show you guys what this looks like. A crispy chicken thigh. When it's crispy, it tastes so good. And the mushroom, when it's pan fried. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Got some good ideas on cooking chicken thigh and sort of being efficient in the kitchen so you won't have to go out to get fast food or take out as much and save a bunch of money. Thanks for watching this video. Give me a like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.